Investing feels overwhelming when you don't know where to start. But once you understand a few simple foundations, the whole process gets more clear and way less intimidating. See, I've worked in the finance world for years with people who have had millions invested and people just starting out. And the framework that I'm about to share has helped beginners avoid years of confusion, hesitation, and costly mistakes. So if you've been wanting to start investing but weren't sure where to begin, this video will give you that clarity. Let's jump in. See, this isn't about picking stocks or chasing the right investment. These are the foundations you should understand first so you're not investing randomly, but investing with clarity and purpose. So that brings me to the first foundation, which is knowing your why. Before anything else, you need to know why you're investing. Most people skip this. They just hear investing is important and jump in without a clear reason. But your why shapes everything. Your timeline, how much you contribute, even the type of account that makes sense for your situation. For example, my wife and I invest for long-term goals like retirement, but we also want to send our future kids to college without going into debt. And because that's one of our goals, we use a 529 plan to minimize taxes and keep more money actually going towards education. Now, your goals might look completely different. Retirement, buying a home, education, long-term growth, building a safety net, whatever they are, clarity matters because it gives your decisions direction, so you're not just investing randomly. And once you know what you're working towards, the next question is timing and how you handle risk. And that leads me to foundation number 2, which is to know your time horizon and risk tolerance. See, investing feels confusing when you don't understand how time plays into it. And here's a simple breakdown. If your goal is long-term, say 20, 30, or even 40 years away, you generally have more room to ride out the ups and downs of the market. Now, if your goal is short-term, like 3 to 5 years, you usually want something more stable. And just as important as your timeline is your risk tolerance. Not everyone reacts the same way to market swings, and that's completely normal. Some people can't stand watching their portfolio drop a few percentage points in a day. And others could go months without checking their balance, no matter what the market does. You need to understand your own comfort level and choose an approach that matches it. Because if your strategy stresses you out every time the market dips, it's unlikely that you're going to stick with it. Once you understand your goals, your timeline, and your comfort level, the next step is deciding where your money is going to actually live. Which brings me to foundation number 3, which is choosing the right account type. See, this is one of the biggest things that beginners overlook. Before you invest your first dollar, you need to understand the type of account that you're investing inside of, because different accounts serve different purposes. Here are a few examples. You have a 401k, which would typically be through your job. It's pre-tax contributions and sometimes includes an employer match. You have a traditional IRA or an individual retirement account, where contributions may be tax deductible and your money grows tax deferred until retirement. You have a Roth IRA, where contributions are after tax, but your money grows and can be withdrawn tax-free in retirement. And you also have a brokerage account, which are flexible, taxable, and great for general investing. And there are even more options than these. And your job isn't to memorize everything. It's to understand the purpose behind the accounts so that you can pick one that aligns with your goals. And once you've picked the account, the next step is keeping things simple, at least to start, which leads me to foundation number 4, and that's to start simple and stay consistent. See, a lot of beginners think they need to pick the perfect investment on day one, but you really don't. You don't need to pick individual stocks. You don't need to chase what's trending, and you don't need to become an expert overnight. Many beginners start with something simple and diversified, something that spreads your money across a lot of companies automatically. And once your account is open, consistency matters way more than complexity. Whether it's $25 a week or $50 a month, setting up automatic contributions keeps you moving forward without overthinking every step. The goal is steady progress and a plan that you can actually stick with. So before you invest your first dollar, here's the foundation to have in place. Know your goals, know your time horizon and your comfort level. Choose the account that fits these goals and keep your approach simple and consistent. You don't need to be an expert, but you do need the right foundation. And if you want to keep building on this, the next video in this series breaks down one of the most talked about investing accounts, and that's the Roth IRA. I'll walk through what it is, how it works, who it might fit, and the key things to understand before opening one. If this video helped, go ahead and like and subscribe as it does support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.